Turrican is a series of games first released on the Commodore 64 and later Commodore Amiga and was a pretty big success in places like Europe. All three Turrican games on the European computers were all really good, albeit having a few flaws here and there, but still being incredible games. Obviously being successful, it was going to have some ports on the consoles like the Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and the place that we're going to be looking at, the Sega Genesis. First up with the first port is Turrican One, released in 1991, developed by the Code Monkeys and published by Accolade. And this port is literally unplayable. First of all, the audio is pretty awful. I'm pretty sure the Sega Genesis can do more than this, and it sounds like everything was a sample put into a blender being played on an Atari 2600. It sounds that bad. The game also cuts your health bar in half for some reason, which is an awful idea for a game that's already really hard. So you will die a lot and a lot and a lot. You will need a way to play this game with infinite lives, because without them, this game is basically impossible. As well as the enemies have way too much health, or at least I think so, since I haven't played the Amiga version in quite a while. The graphics in the color department have also gotten a kick in the teeth, looking more bland than the Amiga version. So basically this port is a piece of garbage, and I would highly not recommend playing it for the fact that it's basically unplayable. In 1992, Universal Soldier, which is basically Turrican 2 with the movie's name for some reason, was released, and it was a pretty small improvement. However, it is still published and developed by the same people. In this version of the game, gameplay has been improved, where your health is to a normal amount now, and enemies don't have as much health anymore. The audio has also been slightly improved, but that's basically it for all the positives. This is Turrican 2, and because of that, I can barely get past the first stage because of how open this game is. Turrican 1 and 3 struck a nice balance between open and linear, but Turrican 2 I found took it way too far. And also in this version there are a few new stages, none of them to get excited for because they aren't that good, and these clone enemy things are super annoying. Also, I believe this game was released in an unfinished state because of when I got to the 4th or maybe 5th stage, it just got stuck on a black screen and I couldn't do anything. You should just stick to the Amiga, DOS, or maybe Commodore 64 versions of this game because this port is still pretty bad. Released in 1994, Mega Turrican was released and developed by Factor 5 and published by Data East. And holy crap, this game is phenomenal. I cannot tell you how good this game is by telling you. You just have to play. This is my favorite Genesis game of all time, and I'll attempt to try and tell you what makes this game so good. First of all, the controls have been perfected. With a 6-button controller, you can use bombs instantly with no hassle. With a 3-button, I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's probably something stupid like hold C and start. The level design has also been perfected, where in Turrican 2, maybe Turrican 1, you'd be getting lost quite a bit. But in Mega Turrican, you know where to go with secrets all around you without even knowing. Also, there's now an auto-fire mode, so you can auto-fire. This game removes the instant spawn thing where you spawn right next to where you died in place of checkpoints, which are so generous. I don't know why you need to put me there in the first place. The game's bosses are pretty cool, the graphics are super impressive, the music is incredible, everything in this game is perfected, and I highly recommend getting a copy if you're able to find a copy anywhere.